So what I got here is the new frame rails for the Buick Bug. Trimmed it up on the back side. It actually goes to a round tubing, and then it comes around and holds the back end of the leaf spring right off this end. And then over here, cut the front so that way it has that arch like the original. Widened it to hold the leaf spring. Cleaned it up. It's not perfect yet. It's more grinding with a Dremel. This was just quick cleanup, a couple fill welds, everything else is structure. And then here's the back side of the leaf spring mount. Use some washers, some cutoffs, and then I'll fill it in and make a nice little fill right there with the weld to help support the bolt. So those are the new frames to the cycle cart. I'm going to walk you over to the old one. It's buried with parts right now. Okay, so here's the old one. Flipped the axle, tried some things out to see if a different design, and I just didn't care for it, so the frame's going to be stripped down. I'll just have a frame left over. I don't know what I'll do with it, but all those pieces will be coming off. So there's my inspiration board, there's my sketching from first time. So those are the things I'm working on right now in regards to cycle carts. Just to give you a little tour, because anybody that's a gearhead usually has 2 or 3 things going on at the same time. So let's go through each one. I got this one. This is my other project I'm working on, 1953 F5. We're going to pull out the Flathead 8. I got this on deal with Ken Bunce, the one up in Northern. He's the other shop teacher that's on here. He bought the truck just mostly for the Flathead 8. I told him I'd pull the motor if I can get the truck, and he agreed to that. And so I have a 460 from a motorhome in frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the body off of it, restore the body, fix it up, try to track down a second cab, and make it a 4-door onto the motorhome frame. Other project, this one right here, has a bit of hole in the cavity. It's a V10. The original block went bad. I have a new block, or a used new block, sitting here on the deck. Students were helping me. Got some exhaust. We're going to do a couple little high performance parts onto it. A couple of the exhaust bolts broke off, so I got this template here to get ready to drill those out, and that's what I'll be working on tomorrow. The other thing I'm working on is this. It's under a bag, just a Honda motor, a little D16 out of a Civic. That's going into this over here. There's a sand rail go-kart. On the deal with my son that he would get his Eagle before the age of 14, he would get a go-kart. And we happened to find this on our local version of KSL or Craigslist, and the motor wasn't too good, so we bought a Honda motor and we're rebuilding it as a family/school project. So he'll get this. He's already earned his Eagle. So yeah, I have those projects going on as the same time of my cycle cart. The best part about it is being a shop teacher, I'm able to work with my students on these projects, and they get to learn while I do them. So when they're learning about full engine rebuild here, we've completely tore it down. This one we're learning about performances, just basic stuff, bolt-on stuff. And this one we'll be able to do engine removal and body work. So yeah, and then the cycle cart, which is behind the whiteboard, is just a lot of fun and to show off, and my students are building go-karts of their own. All right, there you go. Quick little 4.5 minute video on what's going on in Bonneville and with my projects. All right, bye.